Hey, yo, what it do, y'all? You know what it is. You know who it is. I got a DM asking me to go a little further on your boy Derrick Jaxn and his whole situation. I told y'all I take requests. So, no long intros, none of that shit. Let's get into it. Charger conversations. Derrick Jaxn is the epitome of red pill. Yeah, I know that's a hot take, right? But just hear me out. He got with a good-looking chick, not super bad, not super banging, but attractive when he was young. Her sexual marketplace value was actually higher than his at the time. Young dudes, that happens a lot. But here's the problem. His sexual marketplace value went up. He got older, he hit 30. Tall dude, works out, on the internet making money. His sexual marketplace value went up. Hers went down. So he traded her in for a 2023. Epitome of fucking red pill. Right? And here's the thing. She knew the entire fucking time. He was 100% honest with her. He was smashing other bras before they got married. Then they got married, and he's still smashing other bras. Ain't nothing changed. That's exactly what these red pill motherfuckers sit there and say you're supposed to do, right? Be honest with her, be upfront with her. You know what I'm saying? Realize when your SMV goes up and hers goes down, all that shit. And now she's trying to play victim, but she knew the entire time. That ain't a victim. That's a willing fucking participant. So, I can pretty much tell you why they split up in the first place. It ain't because he was doing what he was doing. It's because people found out, and as a couple, they couldn't handle the smoke. Because he's up there telling women what the fuck they want to hear instead of the goddamn truth. Right? He's up there telling women what they want to hear instead of the goddamn truth. And now, when the shit comes out that this nigga is a super hoe, now, as a couple, they can't handle the heat. All right, so when it broke out, like, was it 2 years ago that he cheated on her? They wasn't talking all that. It was like, oh, it was a momentary lapse of judgment. You know, this, that, and the third. It only happened like a couple of times. Now she out there giving interviews talking about he was doing it the entire fucking time. She was watching the videos. What? Get the fuck out of here. It wasn't too much for her until we knew about it. As long as nobody else knew and she was reaping the benefits, it was 100% okay. But now there ain't as many benefits to reap because he was out there finessing. Now don't get it twisted, this nigga still got a following some fucking how. For real. This nigga still got a following some fucking how. Nigga dropped a short like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and got millions of fucking views. Millions. So somebody's still watching that shit. But it ain't like it was when he was a few years ago, 3-4 years ago, when he was talking that shit. The benefits ain't the same. So now, the cost benefit ratio doesn't work out in her favor. Even though he filed, he was hearing that shit because she's fucking embarrassed. What did Kevin Samuels say? No public embarrassment. And that's exactly what the fuck he did. He embarrassed her in public. He broke the rules. You see what I'm saying? He broke the rules, but it wasn't the rule that you think. It was the public embarrassment rule, not the monogamy rule, because there never was any monogamy. But back to my original point, red pill as fuck. The epitome of red pill. While he was over there talking all that shit, he was top dog in the game of what the fuck he was preaching against and talking shit about. I forgot the clinical term for it in psychology. If you know it, put it in the comments. But it's when somebody speaks out really loud against something, but they're really participating in it. You know what I mean? Like when you find out the loudest anti-gay motherfucker is really gay. The one who talks the most shit about gay people is really gay. You know what I mean? That shit. I can't think of the term off the top of my head because I don't script this shit. I just spit what I know. Like, really formulate it as I go. But so I can't think of the term right now. I apologize. But yeah, it's that shit. The motherfucker talking the loudest against something is really for it. That's what happened. He's red pill as fuck. All that high value shit that Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, Greg Adams, Donovan Sharp, all that shit they talk about, he was living. He just wouldn't tell y'all. If he was true to himself, he'd be the biggest, and I mean the absolute biggest, red pill YouTuber right now. Without a doubt. Without a fucking doubt. He could switch to red pill right now and eclipse everybody. He could eclipse fucking Kevin Samuels' numbers, Fresh and Fit's numbers, Pearl's numbers, everybody. He could do it right now. But if he was doing it from the jump, he'd be on the Mount Rushmore of fucking red pill. But he couldn't do it like that because his wife would have seen it as embarrassing. So he had to get on here, make these videos talking shit about niggas. And this is how he has so much insight this is how he has so much insight on the niggas he was talking about. It was him. He was niggas. Come on. You know what I'm saying? It was him. Niggas do this, niggas do that, niggas. It's him. He's niggas. But if he's smart, he'll make the switch to red pill. Because that's what he was living. It was behind closed doors, but he was living it. Damn, these two trucks just pulled in front of me. Man, now I gotta do 35, 40 miles an hour for the rest of the trip. Well, for the next couple miles anyway. But yeah, seriously, he could be the biggest red pill YouTuber out right now if he just makes the switch and becomes honest with his audience. He could literally write a book about what he did, how he did it, how the conversations with his ex-wife were structured, how the relationship was laid out, the rules, this, that, and the third. Write a book about it. Then admit in the book, tell us where he went wrong, and motherfuckers would buy it. I bullshit you not. He can sell that book not even in print. He can sell the ebook for $40. Easy. And motherfuckers would absolutely download the fuck out of it. Oh man. The money he'd make. He could probably sell 100,000 copies at $40 a pop. That's $4 million. You know what I'm saying? That's $4 million. And not even have to go through an actual publisher or have the cost of printing physical books. It's damn near all profit. He just don't know how to market that shit and monetize that shit. Like, for real. Here's the thing, though. I don't know why people can't tell the motherfuckers that are really not about what they're talking about. Like, these grifters are out here winning. Fucking winning. He made so much money off of gullible black women telling them what the fuck he wanted to hear when he could have been telling men the truth and making just as much money, if not more. But for all those gullible women and the simps and all that shit, this is what the fuck you get. This is what the fuck you get when you want a fucking echo chamber and don't want to listen to nobody and get in your feelings instead of your thoughts, right? Get into your emotions instead of facts because you want to feel good. Oh, shit, man. The grifters, man. The fucking grifters. But I don't have it in me to grift. I really don't. So I just get in my car and spit facts to y'all and tell y'all the fucking real. See what I'm saying? But I might do this in long form with a lot more facts and shit like that real soon and let y'all know what he really did and not what you think he did. But that's another time in another video. I'll holler at y'all. As always, middle fingers up, put 2 fingers in your ass, spread them apart, say peace.